We're going to switch it back up to Ecclesia. Damn!
Ecclesia. There we go. Okay, so hi, I'm Dan, for all of you who don't know.
Hi, Dan.
Also, I have a cough. I'm not contagious, so front row, just chill out. We're gonna start at Friday night. Friday night, we got to the retreat center, and my first thought was, "Wow, this place is beautiful." I love the ocean pretty much more than any other place ever, and seeing that it had a dock and that the ocean was right there, and just the beach and all that stuff, it was really nice. We unpacked. And then we went to the chapel. Create did their thing, and you didn't see me talking to Christian afterwards. The boy over here made me cry. It was so beautiful. If you ever get a chance to see it, I'd highly recommend it. Then I was pretty emotional, and it made me realize that I really wanted some change in my life. I wanted to break the things that were holding me back, and I wanted to move forward in a lot of different places. Thank you. Switching it over to Saturday night. Saturday night was a ride. At first, I started it off not really fully understanding what Nate was preaching about, but as he kept on talking, I found it more and more pertinent to my life, and it really kind of wiggled its way into my heart, and I realized that I was exactly like what he was describing, which was the dry bones. I wanted to breathe freely, I wanted to breathe new, and I wanted to be alive, most importantly. And so, we broke off for worship, and I scurried on over to the back of the room, and I sat against the wall, and I cried. And it wasn't because I was so unbelievably sad in the situation that I was in. It was because for the first time in a very long time, I could break just a little bit and I could let down my guard, because I know that with all of you, everything is okay. And a couple of people came up to me that night and they said that it was okay to break and that it was okay to just let go and just do what I had to do. And that was a great feeling. And the reason I was crying so hard was because I wanted so much change, and I wanted to pour myself into God and just raise all the barriers and give Him everything, but I was so scared of what other people would think. And just for a very long time, I've liked to be kind of in control of my own life. I like to know what's going on at all times, and having just that feeling of not knowing, of just giving everything to God and just letting Him run with it, it was hard. But as I was standing up there for worship and as people were praying over me, I felt everything just drop. And my head cleared, and for the first time in a very long time, I said, "God, you got it." And looking forward from there, just in the past couple of days, I've realized an incredible improvement in my mood. I've been happier, more energetic. Still been falling asleep in class, so that's still the same. But I definitely feel a change, and while I still think I need to work some things out, I can't wait for what the future has to hold. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. So awesome, man. All right. We have Elizabeth Raychuk.
My name is Elizabeth. I went on the retreat, and God really met me there, and He confirmed something in my life. The Sunday before retreat at my church, my pastor was giving a message, and it really spoke to me. And he was saying that God will sometimes give you your big picture, and then you have to follow through. So I really felt He gave me the big picture of what He wanted me to do with my life, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I was still God, is this what you want me to do? So at the retreat on Saturday night when Melissa was singing the anthem song, which I think a lot of us really liked, I really felt God was like calling me to do what I thought before that He was saying, because something Pastor Nate had said was when we're in the valley, like we're supposed to like march, and so I like saw that as like helping like raise up an army, because Ezekiel like prophesied and like a whole army raised up. So I really felt like I want to like go through the valley and help other people and bring them up to the mountaintop with me. And God really showed me the way that I was supposed to do that, and I really felt that He confirmed it. And He's given me like a heart for like the lost, and that was really like confirmed again that like I'm supposed to help reach them. And so He like really showed me what I was like supposed to do.
It's Elizabeth Ray Chalk. The debate can finally be put to rest. Okay, yes. From Wicked, we got Sophia Papasanis. Which is one of the coolest last names I've ever heard in my entire living life. Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Sophia. Well, anyways, over retreat, it was my first year going. And I really enjoyed it, but I feel like God, when I was praying on Friday night, He like totally told me that like everything was going to be okay, and that I felt like I was getting like things like lifted off my heart and everything, because I was like really sad for like a really long time, because I got bullied when I was little, and it kept going from there. And then I kept thinking back to the past, and the past just like tore me down completely. Every time I would think of it, I would just bawl out crying. But I feel that He told me to leave the past in the past, because you can't go back and fix the past. So I feel that He told me that just because the past you can't fix it doesn't mean you can't like do new things in the future to try to help yourself. So I remember Angie coming up and praying for me, and it's almost like she knew like everything that was going on with me. Like I feel that God definitely told her like almost everything, because she literally prayed for everything, and I haven't told anybody any of that. She made me feel happy again. Like I feel happy now. The past few days I've been like really relaxed, and I have told my family everything, and now they're like relaxed too. And I'm trying to get them to know God more, like my brother and my little sister, because my brother doesn't come to church much. And I want him to start coming to Cutting Edge, because he definitely needs it. Like sometimes I see him crying, and I just want to help him, but I can't, because he won't tell me anything. He only tells like my mom and my little sister, but like me and my brother don't really have a strong relationship. So I was praying for him too, and I feel like God told me that my brother is definitely going to be coming here soon, and he's going to be coming because of Jeff. On in my life, I definitely feel that God is going to make me happier. So.
And you make us happy, Sophia. So the word.
Sharknado, aha!
We have Dianara.
Okay, so this retreat was my first one, and going into it, I didn't know anything that was going to happen. I was just like, God, do your thing. I'm just like on for the ride, And it was amazing, because on Saturday night, I think it was either Anthem or Extravagant, I was worshiping like I've never worshiped before, and Angela came up to me, she laid hands on me, and actually started speaking tongues. Never thought that would happen. It was amazing, and just God is good, And moving on from now, I'm going to see the world with new eyes and breathe new breath, because God made it that way, and it was just amazing. The Valley 2017.
Christian Blumensteel.
Yeah, this weekend was amazing. I said this last year, I'm going to say it again. For everyone who's been on retreat, was Saturday night. That was the best. Well, it all starts on Friday. During worship, I just felt God speaking to me. I just felt that He was telling me that He's going to use me a lot this weekend. Like I'm just going to be a major impact for other people, and I like tried thinking like, okay, like how are you going to use me? Like I don't know. I couldn't come up with an answer. So I was like, Lord, I trust You, and I trust You with this weekend and how You're going to use me. So I just prayed about it that night. Saturday came. Saturday night, that was awesome. The skit was great. Thanks, Chip. Saturday night, wow. Okay, so like I knew He was gonna use me and stuff, but like I didn't think He was gonna use me the way He did. After the skit, we broke into worship, and I think like maybe towards the end of the first song or second song, like I don't know, I just started getting like God just started speaking names to me, and I'm not gonna like start naming people because I don't know, you know. But so I just started praying for people, and then later on in the night, Nate called us all to the front of the room. So I was like, okay, and you know, I was worshiping and I was praying. I was like, all right, Lord, how are You gonna use me tonight? And Dan, I'll use your name. Well, I told Dan before worship, I was like, I want to pray for you later. I don't know when, but I want to pray for you later. You know, because he was on my mind for a while before retreat. I've been praying for him and stuff. So I've had him on my mind a lot. So I saw Dan, and I wanted him to see the skit first. I wanted him to just like get into the mood first, and then. Once we all moved to the front, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go pray for Dan. That was great. I was so happy after that. Just seeing him let everything go was just so cool. And then yeah, well, Ben will end up sharing. But I did pray for Ben too. He'll talk about that later. But that was the most unexpected one. He'll tell you about it. That was crazy though. It was just so cool. I didn't really know what's going on in Ben's life. I just don't talk to him enough to know. But like just seeing how that went, you know, I just loved. Like I looked over at him in worship tonight, and just seeing him smile and his hands are up in the air. I'm like, man, I haven't seen that Ben in forever.
Yeah.
Like that was just so cool to just see the freedom and the happiness that he had. That was so awesome. And it was just a great night, and I do recommend going next year because it is such a great experience, and you will have such phenomenal breakthrough. And yeah, just go. And moving forward, I'm just gonna keep praying for people. I just feel like I'm just called to do that. You know, I did it tonight. It felt so good doing it tonight. It's actually like relieving for me even when I get to just go pray for people, not just receiving prayer, but giving prayer. It's just awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to keep praying for people and loving on people.